Kia ora koutou katoa te turo atu nei auia koutou e teia ai o pinga o te Wednesday Night League. E rea mataroa tea no te epitoma o te rea Māori kuki airani. Hello everybody, welcome to the very last Wednesday Night League, and it's Cook Islands Language Week, and it's quite appropriate that beside me for this first game between the Roosters and the Bears, we've got Cook Island International Anthony Gelling. Kia ora, buddy.
Kia ora, Stephen. What an intro.
Thank you very much,
Couldn't
mate.
have said it better myself, pal.
Well,
quite literally. That was excellent. Well done.
Thank you, mate. Well, we're in for a big one tonight because it's two exhibition matches. First up between Te Atatu and the Glenora Bears in the under 90kg class. This is open age restricted, which means also unlimited interchange will be followed by that by the champions of the division this year, the Manarewa Marlins, against the Mad Dogs of Mount Albert. So it's all on here at Go Media Stadium, Mount Smart number 2. So why don't we take a look at the lineups and see what you can look forward to tonight. First team we take a look at will be the Te Atatu Roosters under Kitiona Leota, and at the back it's Puimanu Lia Luai, Rakiraki Nui and Rati, also Tamaheri Ikitule and Lithgow. There's your halves. Going to the big boys, and it's Marino, Atwell, Golden, Nui, Urquhart and Pessimino, and that's what your bench looks like. We take a look now at the Glenora Bears, and funnily enough both these teams and the Fox are playing against each other in the plate semi-final this weekend. Lesoa, Maya, Talavo, Afor, Edis, Adams, Naititi and Edmonds in the backs. The big boys up front, Lotza, Boz and Tiatia is fresh in. Loza, Fine and Galton. Your interchanges Samuela, Moya, McKaylee and McClay. Your coaches, Sean Russell. And we might as well just get it away now. Husband of the CEO of Auckland Rugby League, Bex Russell. So he's been throwing a big one already tonight. So a lot to look forward to. But let's hear what the coaches had to say to Anthony about 10 minutes ago.
Coach Kira, Te Atatu Roosters were unlucky in the final this year against Manarewa for the open age title. What's the vibe been like since that final?
So since that final was like, I think the boys kind of had some fun with that. I mean, yeah, I think they were pretty excited about it, and then just like, okay, yeah, sure, they gutted about it. I mean, I had some players that are straight after, they were just like from 90 kilos went up to 100 kilos, and then some guys went from 90 kilos down to 80 kilos. So, but I mean, they all gutted about it, but I mean, they were happy, for open age stuff, open age games to be here, and yeah, and a grand final. So they were, it was good too. Playing against Rio was always going to be a hard yakka for us, and we just managed that. I mean, not bad for a team that kind of threw together 8 weeks before the season started. Well, since I got them, and just putting in a new process for them to learn. So it's coming along, right?
All right, Sean Russell, much like this Glenora team's been thrown together, you've been thrown in as the coach. What's your thoughts on Wednesday Night League this season?
Oh, mate, it's been absolutely fantastic. The boys have been fizzing after a really good performance last week. They're ready to go again. We've had a few injuries. We've cobbled a team together. I hope boys just go out there and just show what they're worth and just give it their all.
Well, some might call this an exhibition match or a friendly. What do you kind of make of it? Is there a such thing in rugby league?
Oh, mate, out west we call it a shootout, and the boys are going to go for it. This is for pride. This is this is for the west. So much respect to Te Atatu. We're looking forward to this. This is the game we wanted. So let's go.
Fantastic.
From Glenora Bears coach Sean Russell, the Battle of the West, the shootout, and similar coloured jerseys, but thankfully we can see which team's the Bears and which team is also Te Atatu. And Anthony, what do you expect out of this one? And also unlimited interchange. So is that a bonus or not?
It's a bonus. If you look at these OAR teams, there are some touch players in there. So you bring in that touch element, the unlimited interchange, bring on the fresh legs, you stay fresh in the game. But I love that from Sean Russell, the shootout.
Yeah, but the shit, I love the coach speak. As much as we respect Te Atatu, that's like saying, we're coming for you. And it's. Can I just say, the weather tonight is all over the place. About half an hour ago, about 3 of our cameras were just about blown off the balcony from where we are filming from, and it was bitterly cold. There was hail and all sorts of things. So it's one of those crazy days in Auckland City.
Yeah, well, you can see there on the sideline you've got one marquee. Usually there's 3. However, you've got all 9 sandbags holding down that poor little marquee there with our match manager underneath.
Well, the one thing you should be grateful of is that you're actually not down there, because normally that's part of your task is to be down there, but we've decided to bring you up here and we are going to benefit from it. Cook Islands Language Week, mate. You've represented Cook Island. What's it like to represent your nation at that level?
Oh, it's so special. I spoke to the kids at Masterland College this week, actually, about this topic and what it means to reconnect with your culture. And for me, growing up kind of half caste, half Irish, half Cook Island, being able to connect with that Cook Island side through rugby league is, unbelievable. 2 World Cups, some memories you'll never forget,
Yeah, well, it does say, connect me to the traditions and culture of my homeland. That's what it's all about in Cook Islands Language Week as the rain comes down at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2. But we're good to go for the first of our open age restricted matches under 90 kegs. I wish, I don't know when the last time was. You look like you're probably about 85 and running good at the moment. Here we go. It will be the Roosters to kick off in the final Wednesday Night League for 2023. And we are underway with Nicholas Lithgow kicking off. And wow, all sorts of bother at the start from the Glenora Bears. And now they just need to settle it down. And I suppose the key here, first stages in weather like this, you just want to hold the ball.
Yeah, certainly. You can see the wind from that kickoff from Te Atatu, the way it's set up there. I'll tell you what, you want to tie a rope to some of these boys. Under 90 might be blowing all over the place, but...
So, nice little carry early from the Bears. Already inside Rooster country. Remember, it's been called a shootout. This is Anthony Goulton in the 13. Bosson. Ball goes behind. And that rain is really pelting down now there. So if they thought they were going to have any respite from the weather, look at that. It's literally horizontal. And it will be cold. Look at them already jumping around going, what are we doing here?
Look at him running the ball back. You could even see when he put that kick in, he's trying to set that up and goal. That ended up on Beasley Ave almost.
So, Roosters' first use of the ball apart from starting the game off. Remember, it's a big weekend in Auckland Rugby League because there's semi-finals in both the women's and the men's Premiership, the men's Fox and the women's Premiership. And if you want to know where all those games are being played, just go to aucklandleague.co.nz and you'll know exactly what's going on. Knock on, and this is going to be hard now. That is just pelting down that rain. So I suppose, and I was talking to the coach, Coach Leota for Te Atatu, and he said, we want to play a running game. I just wonder whether he's going to rethink that with the way this weather is hammering them at the moment, even this early in the match.
Especially first half. You got a headwind like that, there's not much you can do. Trying to shift the ball there, even right to left, it's...
Oh, that's disgusting weather. Look at that. I mean, big ups to them all for being out there.
Big ups to them all. We've done the interview, the coach's interview before the match up here in the commentary box. The coach did not want to go back outside. He's just looking for a seat. I said, mate, this is a commentary box. See you later. Get on the sideline.
Fina with to play the ball. Bosson waiting. This is Loza. One of the two brothers, Joel being the younger of the brothers. Jason in the 11 is the older of the two brothers. Bosson getting his hands on the ball. Goulton drops one down. Easy penalty for them. Another high shot. Look at that. Suddenly the harsh rain has gone away and the Bears are on attack inside the 20. This is Ben Tiatia, late change for the Bears. Goulton gets a short ball, steps off his left, walks into the defence of the Te Atatu Roosters. Bosson. Now they're running the ball. That's Meyer. Ball's dropped and out. So probably a low percentage play.
Yeah.
Just with the conditions.
Just with the conditions. And you feel sorry for these wingers. You know, if it is going to be played up the middle, how do you keep warm when you're out wide?
Well, what would you have done? You were. Did you start? You started out as a back, didn't you? Or did you start as a back and then you went into the forwards?
Well, I was a back rower who got told you're too light. Go play at centre till you put some size on, and
stayed there.
Stayed there forever. Forgot how to tackle.
Oh, dear me. It's a big night, by the way, in the Gelling household. His wife, Tony Marie. If you don't hear Anthony in the second half, he's off because you're expecting your third child, but your first boy. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Any minute now.
Don't say that. Just...
she knows. I told her tonight's the Battle of the West. It's the shootout. Not tonight, babe.
My little brother for Averley and Manai, your two girls. So it's an exciting time, but they'll just have to wait. So just hang on, Tony Marie. Rooster ball. They just need to settle down, don't they? Both sides just need to hold the ball and complete a set, and a good set.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Atatu because you do end your set. And what do? You kick downfield into these, well, it seems like the wind's kind of dissipated now.
Ball goes back and knocked on. So handover, and it will be Bears ball. So nothing's really going the way of either side. It's pretty messy at the moment. And that'll be something that both coaches will probably send their runners out to remind them of.
Yeah, it's been a tough start for both these teams. Just looking at the crowd numbers there. Sorry, Stephen. A little bit down tonight.
Well, weather's always a deciding factor in Boston. Good shot. Nice shot. That stops Ben Tiatia in his tracks. That came from Ikatule. This is Goulton again. He's had his hands on the ball plenty in this first 6 or so minutes of this first half. Open age restricted. Under 90 kilograms. Exhibition game, but certainly not exhibition game. Tiatia goes through. Tiatia's finally dragged down. Yes, he is. Just outside the 10. Bears with the first real shot. Goes out wide and tried. Douglas Talavo for the Glenora Bears. All on the back of the Ben Tiatia run.
Yeah, I love that timing from the winger there. Just held his run. You could see the ball coming, and as soon as he caught it, he still had some work to do. Left foot, right foot. Bang, there it is.
Great pass. And didn't have too much to do. Watch it again. Holds it. And just nice little step. Goes inside Eric Golding. And Douglas Talavo scores the first try of the evening in the last of our Wednesday night football editions for 2023. Bears are in front 4-0. Kick to come. That had to happen, didn't it?
Had to happen. A little frustrating for Atatu. I thought they were in a good spot there to defend it. They got up and they slid out, but just slid out a little too hard. Big left foot step from the winger. 4 points, baby.
This is Miracle Naititi with the conversion. He'll have the wind with him. Although the way that's hitting his shirt, maybe he's going into it as well. It's all over the place this evening. Kicks, but well, you know where the wind's going now, don't you? It is going straight into him and hooks that one. So the score, 4-0. The Bears lead the Roosters in this Wednesday night showdown of open age restricted.
Yeah, you wonder where he's going to put the next kick, don't you? Because he pushed that hard to the right and it swung all the way back, the big banana.
Well, maybe if he'd aimed it at the stands directly opposite us, it might have hooked back.
Yeah, kick it to halfway, see what happens.
Mr. Brown, the referee tonight. Well, there's a perfect example of just making the 10 and coming back almost to halfway. Picked up by Nicholas Lithgow, the halfback for the Atatu Roosters. So I suppose it's the old adage, right? If you've got the wind going with you, make the most of it while you have it.
And here they are with the wind against them, making the most of it on that, that short kick.
Marino walking into the wind, doesn't go too far. Atwell. Urquhart. So can the Atatu Roosters respond? Nice straight run from Alan Pessamino in the black and white headgear. Looking for the quick play, not going to get it. Let's go. This is the fullback, Uemanu Lioluai. Thrown back on the deck by Luke Edmonds. Oh, big left foot and the grubber. Will it pay off? No, it doesn't. Go straight into the hands of the Glenora Bears try scorer and Douglas Tullivo. And he's away. Beats one. Steps again, beats two. Finally stopped by Max Urquhart from the Te Atatu Roosters. Goulton finds Edmonds.
How fast the tables can turn. I thought Te Atatu looked sharp there. The halfback coming off his left. Nice little change of play. They anticipated it well. Good kick, good chase. Fantastic work from the winger to scoop that up.
I'll tell you what, Nicholas Lithgow's got the biggest left foot step on the standing start, hasn't he?
Yeah, very, very sharp.
Tia. He set up the first try for the Glenora Bears. Once again, strong leg drive. Gets them 12 out from the Roosters line. Can they go again? Fine. 5 out now. Boston looking around. He's been busy all night. Goulton holds it. Cut out ball. Back inside. This is U90kg. Gets the ball away to Edis. So going nowhere fast at the moment. So the Roosters defence holding up. Goulton comes out wide. Ball held. Good strong defence by the Roosters and knocking U90kg to the deck. Loza. 5 and last. Can they go in again? Here come the Bears. And they will they? Ooh, does he get over Paula Four? Held up was the call. Good defence by the Roosters.
Yeah, still got one more chance here though. It's only 5th tackle.
Good defence by Tamahedi there. Got him inside, in the ball wrapped up and rolled him over.
Yeah, it's close game of millimetres.
So changeover called and the Roosters have the ball. So they've survived an attack by the Bears and come out to the good. But now they have to work their way back into the wind. And that wind is not going to give up tonight.
Yeah, they've got a long way to go. Just playing the little one off the ruck. With a little tip-on pass there. Just trying to move these middles around. Strong running from Ben Tia early on.
He's looked good, hasn't he?
He looks good. He looks like he's got a little advantage. He might be 91 kilo or 92 perhaps.
What do you weigh in before the night and then it's a bit like boxing, you weigh in, then you put on an extra 5 kilos by drinking about 2 litres of water.
Well, it looked like a UFC post-match up there. They had, all the boys lining up for their weigh-ins.
How about that? Well, there you go. So just to check your U90kg, that's good. So weigh in and then have a drink.
And have a drink. I think Romeo Nui still had his chains on.
Oh,
big gold chain around his neck. He might maybe 5 kilos in that.
Nui plays the ball. This is Lithgow again. He puts that little left footer in again. And just beautifully picked up by Lesor Ma, the fullback for the Bears. I tell you what, he's got some feet on him, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Bit of a dancer out the back there.
Yeah, that back three for Glenora, that seems to be really neutralising what Te Atatu can do in attack. Te Atatu doing well to get down the other end of the field, however.
Well, they know.
Clean it up.
They know, Anthony, that Lithgow's going to go to that boot. He's done it twice now. That was a much more difficult pass to beat up because he came off the side of the left and sort of swung it left. So they'll be open to that now.
Yeah, definitely. But defensively, these back three for Glenora, you really got to stop them first if you want to keep them in their end.
Goulton in the orange headgear. Oh, see, that's what you can't do with the wind behind your back. Look for the little chip to find some ground. It goes all the way out, and you lose all that ground that you may have had. Really encouraged to hear. It was a very short competition, like 4-team competition. I think Glenora came in late, but how much people are enjoying this competition.
That's great to watch. Just the way the way they played, very fast, unlimited interchange, of course. So you got that fresh legs fatigue factor doesn't really come into play with this one.
As well, finding Golding in the 10. Going plays the ball. Brad Atwell, like his opposite, Tanis Boston will have his hands on the ball. Ikutule gets dumped on his back by Naititi, but that was dangerous. Oh, okay. Mr. Brown's got something to say.
Well, I said it looked like a UFC weigh-in up there.
No. What do you reckon? Okay, I'll give you a warning. Okay, please stop me. Hey, bud. Okay, that was dangerous first. Okay, no more, please, no more. It's a warning.
It was probably not a bad idea, and this was, oh yeah, that could have gone all wrong, but at least the opposite number, Ikutule didn't make much of it. Knew it was a penalty, and away they go again. This is Max Urquhart looking to make strong ground for the Roosters. Atwell, he finds Michael Heta now on in the 15 jersey. 10 out from the Bears line. Can the Roosters respond? Remember, they're running into the wind. Oh, he thought about Lithgow, wanted to put the boot to ball. Marino plays the ball. And straight through, Max Urquhart. What a nice try from that. Lovely ball from Ikutule, and Urquhart through what seemed to be an open door.
That was beautiful shape from Atatu. And a nice little double shape there. Someone out the back, he just holds it. And there he is. He knew exactly what line he was running. Just took his time with it. It is wet. It is slippery. He rolled over nicely, put it down.
Just watch the run here of Ikutule.
Bang, there you go. They're really targeting that half there for Glenora. Great work from the Atatu to get back in this one.
So he went through Goulton, which is no mean feat. Anthony Goulton, who's a very strong back rower. Now, it was said to me by Kitiona Leota, the Atatu coach, he said, quote, once we find the weakness, that's where we're going.
Do you think that could be it?
Well, I'm just saying, all I'm saying is that's what he said. So, conversion coming. 4-all, kick to come, just shaves it to the left of the left-hand upright, and that was into the wind. It was a strong kick. So we're all locked up here in Wednesday Night League in the open age-restricted under 90-kilogram exhibition match, and it's 4-all between Atatu and the Bears in the Battle of the West.
Love your work, Alan.
Interesting there to see Anthony Goulton in the 13 jersey. Of course, he was playing for the Fox Boys on the wing. So he's gone from being a small fish in a big pond to being the piranha, in the goldfish bowl here in the open age restricted.
Well, let's be blunt. He's been all over it today as a piranha would, smelling fresh meat. So it is Lesor Ma to restart the match for the Glenora Bears.
Oh, good. Here we go.
And we're all locked up. Rain appears to have gone away here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2 after that sudden, what was almost like a flash of heavy rain, and now it's settled down. But they will all be cold and wet. But they're tough. That's why we love the great game of rugby league.
Yeah, it's been a typical Auckland day. All 4 seasons.
Oh, we've had 4 seasons for about 4 months. I'm sick and tired of it. This is Michael Heta for the Roosters. Trying to get a quick play, not going to get it. Had Ben Tiatia all over him. Atwell. Ball juggled. And they come back in. They just haven't found their rhythm yet. Looked good on attack. It's, there you go. Knock on. Just the little things, right? Just those little details. And Liuluai drops the ball. So good position now for the Bears to go hunting again.
Yeah, just a little mix-up on that one. I think the 9 looked up there. He saw a bunch of guys standing too close together.
I mean, you understand the situation. I mean, honestly, is the little look-up just the most dangerous thing you can do when you're about to receive the ball?
Oh, definitely.
Or is it about fear of being hammered?
In this grade, I'm not too sure. You don't have those big boppers come hooning in on you.
Bare ball, and this is Naititi. Naititi throws the ball, came out of nowhere and picked up by Ricky Adams. They are full of running tonight. This is Loza. This is the Jason version. Remember, his brother Joel is playing. Jason being the older brother. They go back to the right-hand side. Edis takes them on. Good carry. Just inside the 10, the Glenora Bears 4-all. Tia. Still trying to push, needs 3 to stop them. They're about 5 out, the Bears. Have they got more? Edmonds pushed back. 5th and last for the Bears. What do they do? Fine's there. Comes out to Goulton. Little shimmy. Still going, Goulton. Still going. Finally gets the ball away. Comes out the back, and it's out. So, may have looked exciting. Probably just wasn't the execution they needed.
Nah, not quite. Before the start of that set, I could have told you where they were going to have a crack, and they did have a crack on that left side. However, Atatu, they got up on the half there, shut them down.
What did you see on that left-hand side?
Same thing they've been seeing all game so far.
And that is?
A big winger with a big left foot step.
So a pause and play. Just trying to check out what's going on here for the moment, folks. Oh, so there's a little bit of a surprise. Naititi is walking off the number 6 for the Glenora Bears. Not a good sign because he's been creating havoc out on that right-hand side for the Glenora Bears. And ouch, Joel Loza just goes backwards. Let's go. Okay, that's what happens when you put chairs in the wind. My gosh, that's actually almost on the try line of the Glenora Bears. Normally it's an animal or something running on, but this time it's a plastic chair.
Well, we've had body slams and now we've got chairs. This is getting closer to the WWF.
You know, you've got to say WWE now.
WWE,
yeah, it's not the World Wildlife Fund. This is Cedric Suifua. There we go. One of the great staff from the Auckland Rugby League doing the job they've been doing all this Wednesday Night League season and the season predominantly.
Well, he's going to have to sit in that chair or else it's going to blow back on.
Let's go. Go left. This is Ikutule. They're going to push that right-hand edge of the Bears now they think they may have a weakness. This is Urquhart again, the try scorer. Let's go. Goes to the boot. This time he puts into there. Does it hold? No, it doesn't. But they've let it bounce. The most dangerous thing you could do. They let it bounce. And why did he kick it? Why didn't he jump on it? Lithgow was there. Could have followed it up.
Yeah, no subtlety there with his little kick ahead.
So they let it bounce, which is the most dangerous thing in the world. But watch here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the little shove in the back there didn't help.
There was the potential to just maybe jump on it and slide because it is wet conditions. Oh, there we go. There's the little...
Yeah, just let down by the last kick, much like our football girls this week.
Oh, yeah, look, let's be honest, though. The football ferns have lit up our imagination for so long. I was watching that final game against the Swiss, and I went, come on. But they've certainly, and there'll be a lot of young women out there now wanting to play football, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And the standard is out off the charts.
Yeah, it's awesome spectacle. It's been a great week for girls' sports, as you just see a knock on there. We've also had the Netball World Cups kicked off.
Oh, I got a feel, though, for Grace Weki, though, huh?
Yeah.
She was the X factor for the Silver Ferns, but I think Maya Wilson shot the lights out the other night, and defensively, the likes of Kelly Jury doing their job. I mean, and Karen Berger, my gosh. Got a good feeling about the Ferns in Cape Town.
Can't wait till they play the Aussies. But while we're on girls' sports, Stephen, I was absolutely treated. I was here commentating on the weekend for the under 14, 16 and 18s girls, the ARL finals. What talent. What talent. The Mangere East girls taking the 14s and 16s, and the Howick Hornets in the 18s. Exciting times for the talent that's coming through.
Yeah, and we know the next, as they progress, they've got NRLW just sitting there as a career option, which I think's magnificent. So many Kiwi women playing in NRLW, which of course you can see live on Sky Sports. Cedric Suifua, 30 out for the Atatu Roosters. Wednesday Night League, 4-all between the Roosters and the Bears in the Battle of the West. Liulua plays the ball, finds Lithgow. A lovely pass on him. Finally met by Michael Heta, and he gets stopped pretty quickly by Tanis Bosson and Co from the Bears. Again, strong run from Ikatula. Gets the ball away. Here come the Roosters. Jesse Moyer getting caught out for just hanging around too long. Roosters. Slow walk into the line for Eric Golding. They got plenty of tackles up their sleeve. Atatu, 5 out. Lithgow drops one back in. This is Heta. Heta, no. Inching their way forward. Lucky not to give away another penalty. Ikatule steps off his left, gets away, gets the ball into the hands of Liuluai, puts the foot down. Dragged back by Jason Loza. They've gone backwards, still have tackles. Lithgow comes back inside. He finds Golding. Ball gets away. This is Heta again, his third touch. Can he get it away? Does get it away. He finds Xavier Kent. Kent's still going. Slowly but surely. Here come the Roosters. Ikatule steps, looks for the little grubber through. It's still alive. Ooh. And they get away with that one. And Fine gets the ball dead.
Yeah, look at that grubber there. Ooh. The fullback just slipping. You can still see signs of what the Rains had here earlier today.
Meyer with the restart. Good restart too. They've let it bounce, so they get an extra 15 metres out of it. And here comes Mouldy Marino. Pushes one away with the big fend. Takes the tackle. 28 out from the Glenora Bears line. 4-4, nothing in this Battle of the West. Strong run now by Cedric Suifua, but is actually pushed back by Ben Tiatu, who's probably one of the most impressive forwards we've seen so far in this match. Lithgow, wide ball, goes out to Newey. Referee Brown not taking anything. No, you're not going to play pokies with me. Comes off the boot. And goes straight into the hands of the Glenora Bears. So all that possession comes to nout, as they might say in the north. Come to nout. This is McKaylee now in the 16. Augustino McKaylee for the Glenora Bears.
We're still trying to figure out who's the change here for Glenora. Obviously, Naititi came off injured. I'm not too sure the reshuffle. I thought Gilton might have moved into the halves, but he's found his way back to the middle of the park.
You think? Straight through the middle goes Anthony Gilton. Now they start to move the ball. Wow, Meyer goes, let's use the wind finally. Ball stays in, and they'll get picked up nicely by David Ratahi. They're well tackled by Lesua Meyer. Good kick chase. That'll put a smile on the coach's face. Sean Russell. Liuluai. Need 3 to get him down.
Yeah, you see some of the outside backs there for Glenora getting in for some defensive work. There's one way to keep warm.
Ratahi, second carry in the set. You can hear the wind out there.
The other way to keep warm is you retire and you come and sit in the commentary box with my mate Stephen. Red carpet and cheese boards up here with our slippers on.
Actually, where's my velvet robe you promised me? This is Romeo Newey. He comes back and finds Golding. Golding's still going. He's carrying Johnny Fine on his back. Let's go. He's been pulling the strings all night. Oh, Urquhart, the try scorer. What a juggle, and still going. Brushing them off, still goes to the line. Oh, comes off the hands of Ikatule, and the movement breaks down. He must have had spiders on him, Urquhart, because no one wanted to touch him.
I'll tell you what, if it's a shootout, Glenora hiding for cover at the moment.
Well, they were the stronger of the starters. Let's be blunt. They had 2 shots. They missed one, misfired, got the second shot, and then back come the Roosters. And the Roosters have had most of the possession, as we see Kale McLeay on now in the 17 for the Glenora Bears.
Got to mention also just how last minute this Glenora team has been thrown together. Don't look like it too much. They look like a side that's played at least a few games together. We saw them last week against the Mad Dogs, the Mount Albert Mad Dogs.
Talaval now with a good run. Talaval the try scorer. Talaval still going. Steps, shimmy, stops. Bears on attack. Galton gets the ball. It was a short one. Galton still going. Galton scores. Oh, no. Forward pass.
Nothing worse for Glenora. I thought that was the break they needed. They've been defending their line well. They've been doing a good job to keep Atatu to 4 points with the possession they've had.
What do you reckon? Half a step forward?
Oh, I'd have to be down there to see it.
But you don't want to be down there. You want to be in the wall.
I want to be up here.
So, shot fired, misfire from Glenora. Rooster ball. They come left, and they're still going. Can't miss the red top of Derek Fatu. Rain starts to fall again here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2. The last night of Wednesday Night League, brought to you by the Auckland Rugby League, which has been so much fun for the whole season. And people are starting to rave about it. Great viewing numbers. We're so happy that you're being a part of this first Wednesday Night League season, because we love having it and love bringing it to you. Romeo Newey gets the ball away. He finds Michael Heta. Heta, good carry. Bounces off Ben Tiatia. He picks himself up and goes back. Kent. What's Ikatule thinking? Looking for someone. Lithgow, does he go to the boot? No. He finds Newey. Ball comes out. So Ratahi still alive. And oh! Play on. Ball popped up and the Bears are coming back. Who would have guessed?
Oh, it's heart-stopping stuff. I'll tell you what, Lithgow's been playing both sides. He's flicking left, flicking right. When they couldn't find him that time, they found him with a big switcheroo, and it was all on.
R4 playing the ball. They've got to work themselves back into Rooster country now. This is Johnny Fine. Ball pops up.
And here comes the rain.
Oh, here comes the rain, all right. Boston now. This will slow things down. A little over 10 minutes to play in the first half of this open age restricted under 90 kgs exhibition match. Tiatia. Gotta like this. I like this look of this Tiatia. Got a lovely style run about him.
Very direct, very strong. It's a great platform for these Glenora boys to get on the back of.
Galton goes to the air in the hammering rain. Beautifully taken by poor Manu Lealuai. And he's away. Keep going, son. Gets the ball back. Yes, there's a try. Urquhart comes off his left. Still going. Beats one. Gets the ball away. Finds Ikatule. Back inside. What a passage of play from the Atatu Roosters. Here they come. They're going backwards. And is that a try to Cypress Newey? Just short. Look at that rain pelting down. That is coming down. I'm not going to say buckets. It's more like truckloads. Suifua, try! I'll take that rain. You can brush off me anytime. But the red top of Cedric Suifua scores again. And this time, the Atatu Roosters go in front.
Look at this run. Bang! Just punch it in, son. They're standing back on the line. I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe a bit of fatigue from the chase back. A few hands on hips there. They knew he was coming. They didn't know he was coming that hard, though, did they, Stephen?
No, they didn't. And that's a really well-executed try, even if it was a man on his own. Cedric Suifua can't miss the red top. Here he comes. Try time for the Atatu Roosters, and they go out to an 8-4 lead, and the kick to come. The way Lithgow's been kicking, it wouldn't surprise me if he could almost throw this one over. Haven't heard the referee complain about the weather yet, because normally they've been part of the entertainment in Wednesday Night League. Slots it, nice and easy. And it's a now fully converted try ahead. The Atatu Roosters lead the Glenora Bears in this open age restricted under 90 kilogram match, 10 points to 4.
I don't know if you saw the shot of our roving cameraman there. He's head to toe, looked like a full wetsuit. I don't know if he's going deep sea diving. He might as well be.
Well, the only thing that would hamper him would be flippers. Pretty hard to walk in flippers when you're running the sideline, but all the team from Stream Shops braving the elements. This would probably be the worst night I think we've had on Wednesday Night League, is it not?
Yeah, well, if it keeps raining like this, you're going to need flippers to get home, I think.
So 10-4. The Roosters lead the Bears in the Battle of the West in Wednesday Night League. A little over 7 to play and counting. Remember, unlimited interchange. And if it was you, you'd be, well, I'll do 2 minutes, come back in. Do 2 minutes, come back out.
Yeah, I'll just jump on when we have the ball, thanks.
And, of course, bring it back. Just give me some glory, please. Pass me the ball. Pass me the ball. The Bears restart the first half. Oh, no, not what you want to do. Just a little bit too casual, the Atatu Roosters. And that's like handing them a free pass to say, come at us again. Well,
6 minutes till half-time. Might be 6 minutes of work here. So referee called back there, and he called forward right there.
So let's have a look at the restart. It's a shortish restart. They're hoping that the ball scampers and maybe forces another knock on, but it's nicely picked up by Port Afoa. So a full set in there, only 19 out. This is Talivo, the first try scorer of the game, and for the Roosters, Johnny Fine steps over his right, little one off his left, gets inside the 10 now for the Bears. Try here to be handy with a little over 5 to play in the first half. Goulton, will he go on his own? Looks up. Ball comes back for you-know-who. Ben Tiatia tries to shrug them all off. Suddenly it's 4 trying to stop him. Rain hammering down on both sides. Ball goes back. This is Edmonds. Edmonds going backwards. Not what Coach Sean Russell wants to see.
Yeah, you can see Edmonds is missing his half partner. Naititi on the sideline injured.
Andre Samuela with a very stoic carry up the middle. 5 and last, 10 out. Don't think you're going to be grubbering this one because it'll go out the back. So, well, okay, let's go to the air, see what happens. They pick him up. Can they trap him in goal? Yes, they can. Nope. Well taken. My bad.
Yeah, he's taking it in goal. That kick could have gone anywhere, though. The wind's left, right. You don't know where it's coming from or where it's going.
Well, it almost went into what you could call no man's land because there was no one really chasing it. And maybe that's communication too. You can put it up, but you've got to let you guys know what's going on as well.
Yeah, it's hard to know what's going on when you don't know where the ball's going to come down. It's a guessing game at the moment.
Oh, look at this Cedric Suifua. Just keep rumbling, son.
He's strong, isn't he?
Having a field day in a field of wet patches. Ikutule finds Lithgow. Oh, just pulled back in by Romeo Nui.
Yeah, they come back for you, Glenora. Managing to clean that up for that tackle. Looked a little bit high there.
Oh, good shot. Good shot from the Roosters on the Bears. 3.5 to play in the first half. 10-6, the Roosters lead the Bears. Goulton, been in everything. This is Jason Loz, the older of the two brothers out there. That was, how smart can I be? Ikutule.
Yeah, I think Goulton was ready to chase the kick there. He said the ball came straight to the bread basket.
I got to apologise to it. It was Derek Fatu with the red top. My apologies there, folks. I got that completely wrong.
Yeah, we've had a few last-minute changes here for both these teams. Obviously, this is an exhibition game.
So it's Derek Fatu, who was the try scorer in the 16 and who was rumbling and bumbling his way down the left edge for the Atatu Roosters. Goulding steps. lanky fella that seems just to be able to just get through at least the first tackle. 10 out, the Roosters. Can they add to their score? Lithgow, does he go to the boot? No, goes wide. This is Suifua in the 17.
Okay, hands away.
Lithgow, this time goes to the boot. Is it too long? Just a little bit too much weight on it. And the ball goes back to the Bears.
Tough to judge his kicks, isn't it?
Well, you'd know this because this was like a Super League in goal, about 2 feet. You know, the Poms love short in goals, don't they?
Yeah, best one was Old Trafford. You've got the football field of Manchester United gets converted, of course, for grand final night every year, and the in goal runs straight down the hill into the advertising boards.
Oh, so if you get that wrong, you're in all sorts of bothers.
Yeah.
But you played at Old Trafford, mate.
You see how I done that?
Yeah, I did.
Just a little humble brag there.
Oh, humble brag as Ben Tier pops one up. Mate, you're entitled to brag about that. How many titles did you win with Wigan?
I was there for the 2013, 2016 titles, so 4 grand finals in 5 years, not bad.
And you won all of them?
We won 2 of them.
Won 2 of them. So you'd take that any day of the week.
And a World Club Challenge, Stephen. Beat the Cronulla Sharks.
Not a bad thing to have on your resume, is it?
Not at all. It's not too often the Super League boys get one up on the NRL, but I was lucky enough to be there that day.
And Wigan, is it everything they talk about, being just such a storied club?
Yeah, it is. You go there, if you're a rugby league fan, you have to make the pilgrimage to Wigan one day. It's a wonderful town for the ARL.
Here comes Fatu. Look out, here he comes again. Derek Fatu, the red top, you can't miss him. Inside the last 60 seconds, Goulding again. This time he doesn't beat the likes of Tanis Bosson. And also Kutule. Here comes Urquhart. Great ball out. Picked up by Cypress Newey. He's just punched back into the deck. Ikutule. That's Marino. Marino with just a tidy little carry there, about 7 out. Roosters, here they come. Ikutule holding, looks up. Comes back to the left-hand side. This is where they had success the last time. That's Alan Pissamino. Last tackle. What have they got? That's Xavier Kent in the 14. Finds Lithgow. Lithgow. Ball out to Romeo Newey. And just on the half-time Mahuda, they're stopped short. So an entertaining first 40 minutes in this open age restricted under 90 kilogram match between the Roosters and the Bears. Entertaining because they've had plenty of seasons to deal with as well. The only thing we missed was a bit of snow. But at half-time, it's 10-4. The Roosters lead Glenora.
Welcome to Datum Projects, where we make your interior fit-outs easy. From start to finish, we bring a wealth of experience to every project, and we love what we do, so please come and meet the team.
Hi, we're the project management team. Our responsibility is to ensure a smooth running project from start to finish. By having a clear understanding of our clients' expectations, we aim to do this by delivering a stress-free quality fit-out on time.
I'm saying I'm a quantity surveyor. My role is to understand your needs and tailor my pricing to suit your budget.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm one of the detailers here at Datum Projects. My role is to take the client's architectural drawings and convert them into shop drawings for our factory.
Hi, my name's T. I'm the Health and Safety Manager for Datum Projects, and one of our core principles here is work safe to get you home safe.
Half-time in Wednesday Night League from Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2, brought to you by the Auckland Rugby League, and it's the Atatu Roosters leading 10-4 in this open age restricted under 90kg exhibition match. Stephen McIver, Anthony Gelling in the seat in the warm and the dry, where the players and the fans are not suffering as well as we are, and we're certainly not suffering. 3 tries in the first half and 3 pretty good tries. The surprising thing, Anthony, was how Glenora came out of the blocks, but that majority of that remainder of the half all belonged to Atatu.
Yeah, they came out blasting. It's been wet and wild as we predicted. Emphasis on the wild. This was early on in the game.
Young Douglas Tulliver with the first try of the evening that had a shot before the Glenora Bears, and this time they got it right. And at this point it wasn't raining. It was that lovely little left foot step and scores. But suddenly the Atatu Roosters found their mojo and found gaps on the right edge, and this is Max Urquhart's try.
Yeah, surprisingly against the wind. I've liked the work of Urquhart all throughout that first half. He's run hard. Every time he's got that little offload in his game, looking dangerous every time he's touched the ball.
It was just a nice little short ball too from Ikutule, and rolled over for the try. But I think it was probably the next try when the weather was pounding the players, and Derek Fatu in the 16, red top, goes through and says, if you're going to stop me, you'd better make it quick. They weren't quick enough, the Bears.
Not quick enough. Straight off the bench and straight over the try line. Got lost in the excitement a little bit there. We got his jersey number mixed up, but what a run. And he's looked dangerous every time he's touched the ball since then.
Yes, so Derek Fatu gets the ball, and look, it's slightly more possession. I'm quite surprised it's sitting at 57 plays 33 completion rate. That's probably one of the keys too for the Atatu Roosters, and the key here, 2 tries to 1. This is the final night of Wednesday Night League for season 2023, and we decided we'd gauge one of the greats' thoughts on what he thinks of Wednesday Night League as I sat down with Sir Graham Lowe.
We're in the entertainment business. We're not in the sports business, we're in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
Do you get the feel Wednesday Night League has changed the game locally at this early point?
I'll tell you how much it's changed the game, because I've been in the fortunate position of being heavily involved in the NRL one way or another, and that was my benchmark. A number of weeks ago, I turned on Wednesday night, actually after meeting Rebecca, I turned on Wednesday night.
Let's have a look.
And I had a look. It's fantastic. It is the excitement, the smiles, the look in the eyes, the skill, the deliverance, everything. I think it's a good reminder of what we've actually got and we've forgotten about. We have forgotten how important, how great, how skillful, how entertaining the Auckland Rugby League is here in Auckland. It's just fantastic. And this Fox League competition on Wednesday night, I think it's fantastic. It's brilliant. It's what's been missing.
The other part of it, of course, is the women's game. And, the women's game has had a real push across the ditch with NRLW, but to see it locally and to see players being picked up by NRLW teams, it says a lot about where the game is at the moment and how much greater it could be in this area.
Well, I'm a good example of it, Stephen, because I'm old school in many ways. I try to keep myself modern, but I would say I'm a little bit old school. And I was, if I'm absolutely honest, one who women's game, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I've been blown away by what I've seen. I actually now think that in 10 to 15 years' time, it'll be the women's game and not the men's game. I think it's gathering so much momentum because of the way it's being delivered, because of the passion of the players, the skill of the players. It's only going to get bigger and greater. Sponsors are going to come to it like no one's imagined.
Massive shout out to the ARL aunties. They have been promoting alcohol-free, positive sideline behaviour, making sure that everybody is encouraging everybody to enjoy rugby league.
Wednesday Night Rugby League and the final night of this exciting new concept brought to you by the Auckland Rugby League. And we're all set for the second 40 between the Atatu Roosters, who lead the Glenora Bears in this open age restricted showdown. One of the criers coming out. Okay, lads, last game, let's go. Last game of the season, thumbs up, referee Brown, and we are good to go. Second 40 is underway. And it's the Roosters with the ball. They've been strong in the back end of the first half, as we saw for the halftime stats. Stephen McIver, former Wigan Warrior, and did you play for Castleford as well at some stage along the way? Cook Islands International, Warrington Wolves.
But any team starting with W, pretty much.
Anthony Gelling in the seat on Cook Islands Language Week, wherever you are. Kia ora to you. It's an early penalty, goes the way of the Te Atatu Roosters.
Yeah, you mentioned that one, Stephen. That little chat in the huddle there. Last game, boys. Last game. That does something to the psyche. Is that little bit of let's empty the tank for this one?
Well, at least as long as we can go. What's the best last game you ever had? Was it your last game of your career, or was there one special season when you knew, that was a season to really talk about?
Oh, it's always special finishing on a grand final, of course. That being the last game. But my most special game was actually a last game. Last one of my career was a game for the Cook Islands. Quite fitting that it's our Cook Island Language Week. But yeah, went out against Papua New Guinea last year in the World Cup.
Nice, man.
Very special night.
Roosters on the prowl already. Here they come. They lead 10-4. That's a good, tidy run.
Release 10 on the line, right foot. Go ball.
Here come the Roosters. This is Ekutule stopped. Oh, I think Ben Tiatia has come on. Ekutule still going. And that looks like the fish out of water.
The electric salmon. I don't know. What do you call
the electric salmon. But Ekutule scores early in the first half for the Te Atatu Roosters. Oh, my goodness.
He might have been shaking off the big hit that came at him.
Well, they've been giving charities. We've seen a lot of try celebrations in the NRL of late. Look at that. Just pushes everybody up and says, get out of my way. I'm in. Chavez Watts Ekutule scores for the Te Atatu Roosters. Their third try in this match. Ow,
wow.
That hurts. Actually, Charlotte Scanlon would love that because she loves the shoulder going down in a tackle. But look at that. Actually, that's worth of someone putting money to charity. I mean, a lot of money being raised for charity in the NRL for try-scoring celebrations.
Yeah, that's worth $1,000, if not more.
Lithgow with the conversion that doesn't happen because he got caught by that wind coming across, but heck of a try from their number 6, Chavez Watts Ekutule. The Te Atatu Roosters run out to a 14-4 lead early in the second half here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium.
Yeah, see that rain's dropped off, but the wind's still there, as you can see on that kick. You mentioned earlier, Stephen, that it's just the snow that we haven't seen. I wouldn't say never say never. You never know what's coming. We've had the 4 seasons.
I've had enough of the cold. I'm going to be blunt with you. I've had enough of the cold. I was sitting at home today and the day opened up and it's warm and sun, having a cup of coffee, and then boom, heavens opened up as we open up another play in the second 40 here. This is Lithgow. Okay, I got a number 7. I'll take the first hit up, lads. Now that's dedication to your team. This is Cedric Suifua.
There's nothing worse than that halfback that catches the ball and then waits for his prop to do a big 30-metre run-up. Just take it in, son.
Actually, Steve Price used to do the 30-metre run-up, didn't he? And everybody wondered why he was doing 200 metres. It's because his first hit was like 40. Ekutule, the try scorer. Ball goes backward and then drops to the deck. Oh, that'll hurt Mauri Marino and the team. They got a 10-point break. It just feels like the start of the first half. Oh, just a little bit messy.
Yeah, well, it's a chance for Glenora to get back into it because I'm really hoping this isn't a blowout. You know, some of those girls' finals we watched in the weekend, they turned into absolute floggings. And it's...
but that's okay.
It's okay. Like, it's good to see, but you want to see I can't wait to see those girls in the rep footy end of the year. That's coming up. Exciting times. But, you know, everyone loves a close game. I want to see Glenora score next year without sounding too
well, mate, you should be
you
should be in the coach's bench. Bare ball. Goulden. Four gets the ball out. That is Talivo, who scored the first try. Is he going to get dragged out? No, he's not. Close to the far touchline. Goulden comes in now at acting half. Damon Edis for the Glenora Bears. That's Michael Heta in there in the 15 jersey for Te Atatu, who since he's been on has been really busy.
Move through, 11 down, hold beside me. Stay free.
Bears, this is Ben Tiatia. Can't miss him, he normally beats one, not going to beat two, and he's got Ekatula. Oh, look out.
Oh, release him, baby.
Oh, he's happy, he's smiling. And then the rain comes down again. That's Johnny Fine. Ekatula wants to be everything at the moment. Wants to be a forward, wants to be a back, wants to score tries. Bears now, last. Goes out wide left. Edis. It all sort of came to nothing. It was sort of just slow motion, wasn't there? There was not a lot of thought there going on.
Yeah,
went out wide, but what?
It was an enterprising play there from Edmonds, trying to get a little bit creative there last tackle.
David Ratahi for the Te Atatu Roosters, bundled back by 3 defenders from the Roosters. That rain is back, and it's at their backs as well, but they've got the wind with them. Let's try and look at a positive for the Te Atatu Roosters. They are leading 14-4 in the final Wednesday Night League match of the season.
Yeah, speaking about at their backs, Johnny Fine looks like he's tied his jersey up there, maybe to stop him from turning into a kite.
Roosters now. Rain really heavy. You can hear it on the roof of where we are broadcasting from, which means it's going to be really felt on the backs of these players. Little kick through by the Bears. Or should I say the Roosters? My apologies. That was Eric Goulding thinking he's a 6 or a 7. Look at that weather. Lithgow this time goes to the deck and nicely picked up. Well picked up by Luke Edmonds and wants to go again. You can hear referee Brown calling Nicholas Lithgow out of the line, saying no 7, no 7. Maybe he was ticking off his lotto numbers. No, I don't want 7. So it's not my lucky number. No 7, no.
Move free. Go 10. Go free.
Bears with work to do. Oh, Ben Tiatia stopped. Look who's in the front again with the wrestle. Ikatule. Still to come later on after this match, it will be the Mad Dogs of Mount Albert and the champions of the Open Age Restricted, the Manurewa Marlins.
Yeah, well, they were the sad dogs last week, Stephen. They came up against a very supercharged Glenora last week.
And that'll be on Sky Sports Select Channel 50 from 8 o'clock this evening.
And they're up against the Premiers too, the Manurewa Marlins.
Well, there's the challenge right there, isn't it? Just sitting there. I got to tell you, for an exhibition match of which this is, as the season is over, they're incredibly competitive over this one. Cedric Suifu now in the 17 jumper for the Roosters. Goulding, this is this big lanky number 10 who can play, seems to want to play everywhere. Atwell, been a bit quiet at the start of this half. Roosters about 13 out. Ikatule, the try scorer. Oh, not this time. A little peekaboo, and the ball went with his peekaboo.
Yeah, it was a fantastic dummy. I think he tricked himself there.
Tiatia takes advantage of the line that's not retreating, and marker's not on square.
Not too many penalties so far in this one. Wouldn't be surprised to see them take the tap and go here. I wouldn't trust that wind.
You'd probably compliment referee Brown for that, because you don't really want to be a stop-go match in conditions like this. Just keep it going.
Let the boys play, as
got
they
it.
say.
You got it.
Put that on a T-shirt.
No. Oh, I asked you. Listen, I asked you. Kick the kick. You said kick. I think you kick. So you stop. No.
So the Bears have lost the ball because referee Brown said you were going to kick and you didn't.
I'm not too sure. What happened to let the boys play, ref?
So it's handed the Roosters some prime field position here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2. They lead 14-4. Here he is. Derek Fatu, try scorer. Newey. That's Romeo. You don't have to wonder about Romeo where for out there, Romeo, because Romeo's always there.
No, slowing the rock down. Wait.
Yep, there he is again. See, Romeo's there. Can't miss him. Been busy all night. Suifua, boom! Ball pops out. Strong tackle by Goulton. Did the job. That's how you shut down a move quickly.
Yeah, they needed that, the Bears, because they do need to score next. You know, there's a little mountain to climb. There's 28 minutes left on the clock, but at the moment that mountain is maybe Mount Wellington. You could walk up that.
So slow play by Tete. They get the ball. Here come the Bears. Jason Loza. Starting to find a few holes through the middle of Atatu, and they get themselves a penalty given away by Michael Heta. It's just a little thing start to slide your way, and then you find some momentum and some rhythm. But it all comes down to that one word that we always use in broadcasting: execution. Got to execute right. And who do they give it to first of all? No surprise. And Ben Tiatia. Ball comes out. Was it stripped? Yes, it was. Ball stripped, so another quick penalty. Trailing by 10, the Bears need to score. Plenty of time.
What are these penalties worth when you can't kick the ball into touch? Set, restart.
R4 plays the ball. Again, slow play the ball. Mind you, if you're weighing an extra 10 kilos with the amount of rain on you, no surprise. Loza. This is Goulton again. Goulton gets on away from one. Strong run by Goulton now. What have they got? They go left. Edmonds still going. Does he stretch out? No, he goes close. It was like a spinning top. One way, the other way again, and back again. Goulton short. Oh, the idea was good. Execution off.
Unlucky there. I'm still trying to figure out what position Goulton's playing.
He's playing everywhere.
He's playing give me the ball. He's been
watching young Ikutule and going, well, if he can play on the forwards and tackle the big forwards, I'm going to be a half and play everywhere. So Rooster ball, they lead by 10, 14-4. Open age restricted under 90 kilogram game here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2. One of 2 games to finish off the first edition of Wednesday Night League, proudly brought to you by the Auckland Rugby League, who have been doing such a strong job within the community. We saw the aunties before, the ARL aunties, who just make sure that when you're on the sideline supporting your teams this weekend in their plate finals or their semi-finals, make sure you get out there and enjoy yourself. Be kind to the referees, be kind to the staff. Oh, I'm saying that big kind word. I can't keep saying that, can I? Just go out there for a good family day out when you're watching the rugby league. That's what the aunties want you to have to do.
You can see it written on the front of the postpad there. Al Whare, Al Whānau, Al Way. That's what it's all about for the ARL.
Fatu with the ball. I bet you just wants to tap and go. Yes.
Sure enough.
Yes, sure enough. Hikutule was in there again. Roosters back inside. Urquhart.
Move two, play through. Take it back.
Wanted the quick play, not going to get away with it.
Two.
Kule back inside to Fatu. Fatu for two. Almost identical to what he did last time, but the weather was much kinder to him. Give me the ball, I'll run straight, and you won't be in my way because I will bulldoze my way through. Try number 2 for Derek Fatu.
The Fatu Express. You saw him with the quick tap and go moments earlier. He's a little bit far out, but from 10 metres away, you're not going to stop him, and he knows that. He calls for the ball. And that's exactly where he's going.
It's like a beacon. They see the beacon of the red head and go, we know what that means. Red means danger. Give him the ball.
Red light spells danger, in the words of Billy Ocean.
Gee, what song was that?
I think it's called Red Light Spells Danger.
Oh, is that the song? Oh, gosh, you're killing me.
Absolute classic.
I love the 80s. I love Billy Ocean. When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
That's it, mate.
Let's go against the extra 2. And suddenly the scoreline grows in favour of the Atatu Roosters. And they go out to a 20 points to 4 lead.
Yeah, I think Glenora could do with a little Billy Ocean. A little bit of going gets tough, tough get going.
Yeah, but which way you're going is the question. So 20 points to 4. The Atatu Roosters leading in this Battle of the West against the Glenora Bears. Can I just say I was fortunate enough to commentate the game in Wednesday Night League out at Glenora, and it was such a good time out there, having the locals down and just watching their footy team play. I mean, a side, a club that's won, I think, 5 Fox Memorial Premierships and means a lot to the local community. The Bears restart in this second half, trailing by 16, and they restart the wrong way. Out on the full. Going got tougher.
Yeah, it might be going up those stairs in a second. Back up to the changing rooms early, but still plenty to play for here. 22 minutes left.
Well, you just use the NRL as an example of how quickly a team can get back into a match, right? You can see 3 tries in 5 minutes. And that's what I love about the great game of rugby league, Anthony. Anything can happen. Don't worry about the clock until it's about 60 seconds left and you're 20 behind.
Yeah, it was an absolute heart stopper, that last home game for the Warriors Friday night against the Raiders.
Crikey dicks. Was it what? Urquhart with the ball. Gets through 2. Bounces around Ben Tetu, who tries to rough him up a little bit. He's going to have to be careful here.
They square turn. Go 1. Thank you.
Ikutule finds their fullback in Liluai.
2.
Took an extra 2 on the little run. Kent finds Lithgow, comes back inside. There's Romeo. Romeo. Here comes Romeo. Stopped. 5 out for the Roosters. Kent. Ikutule lets the ball go behind him. Hang on, here's Derek. I only know one way. That's forward. And still going is Derek. Ball's lost. Play on is called. Not this time for Fatu. He comes back with the smoke. I had to give it a nudge, though.
He's still got time for 3. That's for sure. And they're looking dangerous on that left. You've got Fatu and Urquhart standing right next to each other. Urquhart's running hard. He's got that offload.
That was a handy run by Ricky Adams for the Bears. His forwards needed that. They've been doing plenty of defending. And that's Douglas Talavo. So the backs come in to help the big boys. Talavo scoring the first try of the evening. And we've got Paul R4. So, yep, someone said, boys, do some work. Nice little run here by Bosson. Catch some easy meters. Tries to catch another couple, but gets picked up by Xavier Kent. And there he is. Goulton now playing at acting half. Kick in behind from Luke Edmonds. Ball still alive. Goes out wide. What have the Bears got? This is Ricky Adams. And he throws it, and guess who's there? Lithgow for the Atatu Roosters.
Yeah, Edmonds goes to his cookbook there. Thought he had the perfect little recipe. Unlucky.
Lock in 10, lock in. 2.
So the interesting thing now here Anthony, is how Atatu will play this. Plenty of minutes left, a little over 20 to play in the second 40. Do you keep going or do you protect the lead because you're cold and wet? Too early for that call?
I think it's too early. You heard the chat from the huddle last game. I want to finish your last game with a try.
Lithgow is inside the 40. Now it's gone backwards. And Ricky Adams picks it up and bounces around one, but just then hits the deck.
You know the thing that comes after your last game, don't you, Stephen? It's pre-season after that.
I thought it was Mad Thursday.
Only with the Wednesday Night League do you have a Mad Thursday.
Well, sounds all right, as long as it's a polite Mad Thursday. I've got to say, the referees have been one of the most entertaining parts of Wednesday Night League. Some of the chat has been hilarious. But they do such a good job. And if you want to be a referee, get in touch with the Auckland League, aucklandleague.co.nz, to find out how you could become a referee, because they do need referees. Talavo plays the ball just inside halfway, gets a penalty too. That'll do the Bears plenty of good, and they need it too. Ever thought of being a referee, Anthony?
I considered it, but my vision is not great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in my pocket right now I have a prescription to go get some glasses.
Okay, some might say the referees need them anyway.
Well, then I'm fine. Put me down. I'll do the next game.
Now, you get a break after this. Crystal Roto coming in to do the next game. Luke Edmonds has tried as much as he can to get the Glenora Bears going. Talavo still going. I've got to say, it's been an incredibly clean game of footy, this one. Johnny Fine wants the quick play. Yes, I could see that one coming. Messi all over him. Tanis Bosson. Oh, time for some words from referee Brown.
Captain, where are you? He's coming. Yeah. Hey. I'm seeing a pattern. That's two, maybe three. Just slowing down the playbook. Listen. Okay, there's some warning. Okay. Anything else happens, there's going to be a bin. Understand? Wait.
Nice and clear, referee Brown. Do it again. Someone's in the bin.
Okay, you got it now, right? Here we go.
Hit the spot. You've got it, right?
The mark's here, where you are.
If you don't get that, I can't say much else. Loza straight into the wall, including Xavier Kidd. Can the Bears score? Can they get themselves back here? Tia.
On the line.
They know he's the one player they need to stop. Oh, gotta love it. Loza steps up his right, inching close to the Roosters line. Bears need to score. Can he go and under and roll? That is Tanis Bosson.
Held up.
Well held up.
Back it up. Don't mark that double. To the 10. Hold. Tackle free. Free.
He had his eyes on the prize here. I'm not sure if that marker was square.
Stay out.
But he held him up nonetheless.
Hold, move, 9, stand. Hold.
Naititi's back on in the 6.
Galton. Good contact. 5. Hold, feeding. Hold, 7. 5.
Another shot. Bears, ball goes to ground. A little bit of a grubber, open space, but guess who's there? Derek Fatu. And away he goes, the only way he knows. Straight.
Yeah, interesting to see Naititi on. I remember a few years ago we had a rule, if you get injured, you're not allowed to drink after the game. So I'm sure, of course, coming back on with 20 minutes left, he'll be all right for a beer after this.
Yep, or maybe the odd water, you know. You want to hydrate properly, Anthony.
Yeah,
we live in modern time. You've forgotten about what it's like to be a high-performance athlete. Roosters are in for this one, are they? They are well up for this. Well up, the Roosters. 20 points to 4. A little over 16 minutes to play here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium in Wednesday Night League.
The last Wednesday Night League.
The very last Wednesday Night League for 2023.
I've got to ask you, Stephen, what are you going to do with your Wednesdays?
Yeah, good question. Crocheting looks pretty good right now.
You'll be walking around the racetrack kicking tyres like you usually are.
That is uncalled for. No, there's plenty of sky speed to do. Don't you worry about that. Roosters. Ikutule looks, holds. Urquhart with the ball. Gets the extra one over the top. Cyprus New waiting. Ikutule comes back inside. This is Marino. Being pretty quiet, the front rower. Kent. Ikutule pushes it back, goes through the feet. Here comes Liuluai, still going. Ball in hand. Looks like it's another one for the Te Atatu Roosters. And that could be Tamati Raki.
Yeah, well, I said they had a bit of a hill to climb. I think that Mount Wellington's just turned into a Mount Cook.
So another try to the Te Atatu Roosters, who put ball in hand, was what Coach Leota wanted to do. It's a nice ball, and yep, it's Tamati Raki, and the number 2 for the Te Atatu Roosters gets another 4-pointer, and it's 24-4, the kick to come. That's confidence in conditions like that. Hosing down, and we'll keep it in hand. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Pressing kick, though, for Lithgow. Far out on the touchline. Close to 25 out. Got the wind with him this time, and that wind's coming from behind his back, as we've seen all night. You can see it now, so let's see what happens. Has he got it? Oh, just pops off the uprights and no conversion. But the score is a good one for the Roosters. They lead 24-4 in Wednesday Night League. I was just thinking, Wednesday Night League, Anthony, in Super League, you played. How many games would you play a week with some of the competitions? Yeah, the Challenge Cup and everything else in between. What was the busiest week you can remember?
It was always Easter time, the Easter period. You'd play on the Good Friday, Wigan versus Saints, big derby, and then you'd play on the Sunday, and then I think it was a Thursday and a Saturday. So essentially it's 4 games in 2 weeks.
Would you have played all those games?
Maybe 3 of them.
It's maybe three of them.
You kind of earn your stripes a little bit. You get your rest as you get older. But when you're a youngster, you just want to take every opportunity. So if you got to play all 4, you put your hand up, you get in there.
Yeah, okay. In other words, sucking up to the coach. Restart by the Glenora Bears. They are in all sorts of bother here. They trail by 20 to the Te Atatu Roosters, who have the ball now. Urquhart at dummy half. This is Goulding, their lanky front rower. Oh, he said he'd lost the ball, but Referee Brown's calling a strip. Very simple. You can't take it.
Little change of heart there.
I'm always intrigued. Do rugby league players always refer to the referee as sir? Is it something that you are taught as a nipper?
I was taught that as a nipper. You always refer to the referee as sir. Because if you call him sir, you can't ever go wrong.
So did you always call him sir right through your career?
Always.
Okay. Did you ever want to call him something else?
Always.
Roosters with the ball. Kent. 12 and a bit to play in Wednesday Night League's first game. Still to come later on this evening. The champions of the Open Age Restricted, Manorewa Marlins, up against the Mad Dogs of Mount Albert. Ball lost by the Roosters. That's how cold it is.
Yeah, you see there at the bottom of the screen, the premiers, the Manorewa Marlins. They were premiers by beating the Te Atatu Roosters in the final here a couple of weeks ago. It's a frustrating season for the Te Atatu Roosters. You have a look at how they're playing now. They've got a very well-balanced squad.
And they're playing good footy.
And they're playing good footy. You wonder if they'll be keen for another game. Maybe a game 2 of the series.
Here comes Galton. Very casually came into the line there, didn't he? Just sort of ran in, put his arm up, sort of flipped the left arm out, and just keeps going.
He's played some big minutes tonight.
Really big minutes.
It's starting to take its toll.
And also, strong carry. About 5 out from halfway, the Glenora Bears. Ben Tiatia has thrown himself at the defensive line all evening. Seems to sort of revel in it as well.
We're 10, 3. Well.
Johnny Fine.
Oh! Stand 11 on me, 11 on me. Go 4. Yeah, on.
Bosson.
One.
Bosson gets caught. Well tackled by Xavier Kent, his opposite number. Galton with a short ball. Finds Edmonds. Edmonds goes up. Is it a chip and chase that's going to work? Well, it's gone backwards. Has it come off Fatu?
Yeah, knock on Tat. I'm going to knock on Tat.
Knock on Tats.
I'm going to knock on Tat.
That's Atatu. But Tats is short for Atatu, so it will be Glenora ball. Still time. 20 behind. 10 and a bit to play. Go Media Mount Smart Stadium, number 2. Home ground for Wednesday Night League. We started out at North Harbour Stadium, because of the FIFA Women's World Cup, and then we finally got to come back home, so they say, and it's got a beautiful deck on it. Give the ground staff their due. It's got a great spiritual home. Edmonds feeds the scrum. Come the short side. Edmonds still running. Nature Ricky Adams was waiting for that ball. Galton in at acting half. Short ball. Well met by Max Urquhart. Here come the Bears. This is Johnny Fine again with his crop top shirt. Bosson. TT, big ball out to the left-hand side. Finds Talavo. Talavo going nowhere. Roosters up for this. Defending their line sternly. 9 to play. Naititi with the grubber. Picked up. Oh, so close. Edmund was hoping to get the little chip on him again. Missed it. Conditions don't help. Rooster ball.
Yeah, they've been asking so many questions of Glenora Bears. It's amazing to see that they've still only got 4 points on the scoreboard. It's a credit to Tiatatu's defence.
Here comes Cedric. Derek.
We mentioned earlier this will be the last game for these boys, but the season still goes on. The finals coming up, the cream of the crop. We've separated the pretenders from the contenders. I can't wait.
Remember Grand Final Day, August the 19th. Women's Premiership, Fox Memorial Premiership, semi-finals in both those divisions this weekend. Go to aucklandleague.co.nz to find out where you can go and see your favourite team play. Picked up by Ricky Adams for the Glenora Bears. Hunted down by Max Urquhart.
He's had a great game, hasn't he?
Urquhart's been everywhere. The back row of the Atatu Roosters has been strong.
Well, Glenora and Atatu playing in the plate final this weekend. I wonder if some of these boys might get the call up.
The other plate final, of course, being Mount Albert against Monaco. 24-4, 7.5 minutes to play. Open age restricted under 90 kegs.
Good contact.
Good contact. I think there was some suggestion from some of the fans that might have been a high shot from Ikutule, but you heard it. Good contact. This is Paul Lafour, gets the ball away, finds Bosson. Bosson drops the ball. There's some tired bodies out there now with the wet jerseys, the whole 9 yards, and they didn't go inside for half time, just stayed around and got warm and went through their moves to get themselves back into the frame for the second 40.
Yeah, I mentioned the crowd numbers in the first half. I was comparing them to some of the great crowds we've had. As you mentioned, North Harbour Stadium. I think it was week 2 or week 3. We had half a Bay Roskell there. It was an awesome turnout.
Noisy.
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 But we've had some awesome games. One of my favourites, if I must pick a Wednesday Night League favourite game, was the girls' game between Howick and Atatu at North Harbour Stadium. Did you call that one?
That was one that Atatu got home in the last
second.
Oh, and there was some suggestion that someone had been taken out.
Yeah,
that's right. Howick weren't happy about that one, but it was an absolute cracker. The women's footy has gone up another gear, and the Auckland Rugby League must be praised for what they're doing for women's rugby league and just rugby league in general. That's a great little run from Leoluai, the fullback for the Te Atatu Roosters. Here they come again. Goulding slowly gets up. He's had a busy game, the number 10. Vitule finds Derek. Knock on and play on again. That's what he'll want to hear. Oh, Derek doesn't look happy. Derek's gone down, crutching a leg. Looks like cramp, but I'm not going to play Dr. McIver here. Maybe Dr. Gellington. Looked a bit like cramp. His legs straight out, holding them.
Yeah, it's cramp o'clock. Well, it might be 20 past cramp, actually.
5 and a bit to play in this open age restricted show game. Let's call it a show game because they have been putting on a show, both these sides. They've had to deal with horrible weather conditions off and on and off and on. And we've had plenty of points being scored, most of them by the Te Atatu Roosters, who lead 24-4 against the Glenora Bears. Stephen McIver, Anthony Gelling in the house for this one. Coming shortly at 8 o'clock on Sky Sports Select. They'll be the champions of this division, the Manorewa Marlins, against the Mad Dogs of Mount Albert. And I'll be joined by Crystal Ruta for that one. Anthony will then have to go back and do what he's supposed to be doing and get down in the wet with his team from the Auckland Rugby League. And now he's looking forward to that after being up here with his velvet robe on and people shuffling back and forth giving him his iced coffees.
Yeah, it's too comfy up here, Stephen. We might have 3 commentators for the next game. Might be have to stick around, mate.
So it's all getting a little bit messy now as we head to the final stages of this match. Kitiona Leota, the coach for Te Atatu, we're very happy with the way this one has turned out. He wanted to run the ball all night. It's taken them a while, but once they got going, He'd be very happy. He's been coaching for 18 years, loves the footy. Here come the Roosters again. This is their fullback, Leoluai. There's a lot of talent when you look at these competitions, isn't there? You can understand why NRL teams are always sniffing around Auckland Rugby League because there's just so much natural talent.
Yeah, it's an absolute hotbed.
Newey, this is Cyprus. Romeo's brother. Lithgow comes back inside. This is Marino. Lithgow back inside for Goulding. Goulding gets one away to Romeo. Here goes Romeo. Puts the foot on the pedal. Romeo's going. Romeo Newey. And he gets so close. Held up by Fine and Co. Te Atatu, they switch it back to the left. They're Kutule. Kicked through by Urquhart, and the ball comes back. Nice moves by the Roosters. Goulding's gone down, holding his cheek. He may have walked into a shoulder inadvertently. And the rain comes down once again. And Anthony Gelling heads towards the sideline to get us some post-match reaction. This has been Tia. Ever present. He's put in probably the full 80 minutes. Well, there you go. He may have been down and out for a minute ago, but Goulding comes back in and puts his shoulder in. Atwell certainly felt that. Excuse me, Tanis Bosson felt that. Here comes the rain in. It's just sheets of rain. You call that sheets of rain sweeping across Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2 with a little under 2 minutes to play. I can imagine the first thing these lads will be thinking about is getting into the showers quick, and a nice hot one as well. Tia puts the shoulder in.
Surrender! Stand!
Bounces off Cyprus Nui.
Like free off! Free off! Play on!
Fine, still going, Fine.
Move two! Stand! Hold! Go two!
Edmonds.
Well.
There's Naititi. Back inside for Joel Loza.
Hold! Lock and play!
Chance now for a strong finish from the Bears. They move it out the back line. This is Loza. Tackled well around the guts by Cyprus Nui.
Hold! On the line!
Goulton there at acting half. Edmonds finds Tia. Tia holds the ball out front. Steps off his right. Does he get the gap? No, well tackled by you-know-who, Max Urquhart.
Go!
Short side still. Naititi! Well defended by the Atatu Roosters, including their fullback Liuluai. Last 30 seconds of the first game in Wednesday Night League for the final time in 2023. 8 o'clock on Sky Sports Select, Channel 50. Manorewa, the champions of this open age restricted division, against the Mad Dogs of Mount Albert. Last 10 seconds. Take the ball up and hold it for the Roosters. And it'll be game over and season over. And there it is, you heard it, full time in the opening match of the final Wednesday Night League for 2023. And it's a dominant win to the Atatu Roosters over the Glenora Bears. Tries to Urquhart. Derek Fatu got the double. Ikutule. And it's a 24-4 to win. Horrible conditions, but they've all shown how strong they can be in this great game of rugby league. Stay with us here at Go Media Mount Smart Sam. We'll be back shortly and see if we can get some post-reaction with Anthony Gelling. Full time in the opening match of the last Wednesday Night League for 2023, and it's the Atatu Roosters winning this one 24 points to 4 against the Glenora Bears. A nice way to finish their season of the open age restricted for the Glenora Bears. And here he is, Derek Fatu. He gets the double. This was his second. His first was very similar, but it was a lot wetter in the first half. He just said, hand me the ball. I don't care if there's a wall. I will run through it. Couldn't miss the red top of Derek Fatu. And no surprise that he got a second one. And then they decided they would go wide. And, gee, they went wide well. And Tamati Rakiraki was on the end of this one. And their coach, Kitione Leoto, had said to us prior to the start of this match he wanted to play with hand and ball. No one expected them to do it in these challenging conditions on a Wednesday evening here in Auckland City, but it's been one of those days where the weather cannot make its mind up. If we look at the numbers from the full 80 minutes, the completion rate was always stronger by the Atatu Roosters, as was possession. Held the ball a lot more, as you can see. They got the one line break versus the two, but the most important one, 5 tries to 1, and the final score, 24 points to 4. So just a reminder, 8 o'clock this evening, we'll be back here on the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel and Sky Sports Select Channel 50 for the champions, the Manarewa Marlins, against the Mad Dogs of Mount Albert. I asked someone about the Mad Dogs. They said, well, actually, they're originally a rugby union side. And they took the name with them to go and play the great game of rugby league for Mount Albert. Let's go sideline and get some post-game reaction with Anthony Gelling. All right, Anthony, she's all yours.
All right, great way to finish the season with a win. How do you reflect on the season that's been?
Rewa definitely set the standard for us this year, but it was meant to have the two West brothers. Brother I play with Dobbsy here, all of our boys. Again, our sponsors, the U90kg Rugby League Academy, and everyone at Atatu, thank you for giving us this last run. ARL, thanks for putting on a great a season for the 90s. Want to promote this comp and get as much as we can out of it. Yep.
Too much, mate. Congrats on a great season.
Thank you.
So in comes Anthony Goulton to have a chat with Anthony Gelling.
Now, your coach called it a shootout before the game. Unlucky you guys weren't the winners of the shootout tonight. But with a little more time and organisation, can we see Glenora Bears in the Open Age comp next year?
Yeah, first and foremost, I'd just like to give a shout out to my daughter. She'll be turning 5 tomorrow. So happy for 50 to you, Kiva Jade. Daddy loves you. And see you tomorrow for the presents and that. And yeah, bro, we'll be seeing the Glenora Open Age come through. First time at it, 2 games in. And yeah, we'll be back, bro. We'll be back stronger, faster and better.
I look forward to it, and happy birthday to your girl.
Thank you. Cheers. Wallah.
And with the full 9, that brings down the curtain on the first match of Wednesday Night League here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium, number 2. The Atatu Roosters triumphant by 20. They win this one 24-4. Stay with us, because coming your way at 8 o'clock on Sky Sports Select Channel 50 and, of course, the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. It's the last match, the very last match for Wednesday Night League in season 2023. It'll be the Marlins against the Mad Dogs, so we'll see you then.